What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. My mom told me one day, when it rains, it pours. I never understood what that meant. You know, black people from the South always had these sort of sayings, you know, like my grandma would say, will you play with a puppy, it'll lick you in the mouth. What in the does that mean? I didn't understand. Now that I'm 40, I get it quite seriously. And what Meg Thee Stallion is experiencing are a lot of people turning on her. But it's not turning on her because the woe is me thing, right? Because a lot of people, when folks start turning on them or, you know, things happen to them, you know, they kind of make it as if, you know, they didn't have anything to do with it. In some cases, they could be right, all right? But in the Meg Thee Stallion's case, just last year this time, the whole world was supporting her. Now, she's not a really good selling artist. She doesn't really sell well by herself. She does her damage in collaborations, like with Cardi B and the WAP song, for an example. She doesn't sell like Lizzo does by herself, for an example, okay? So last year with the whole Tory Lanez thing, give me some gunshots, please! You know, everybody was, you know, on her side. But then she got into these other problems outside of what happened with Tory Lanez. Recently, there's been Carl Crawford, who says that she, booty clapping sounds, she screwed the whole entire industry to get on. Then we heard with the Tory Lanez situation, he was dating her best friend and Megan Thee Stallion, booty clapping sounds. Yeah, went and screwed Tory Lanez. Okay. Then we heard that Rihanna dumped her because she tried to holler at A$AP Rocky, booty clapping sounds. But that was denied. Okay. But now Wack 100 is saying that there's more evidence. And Wack 100, he's like, you know, he's like a hood snitch. Now, Wack, I don't want you to beat me up, bro. I know you have blood and everything. I don't want no Damu problems, player, but I'm just calling it like I see it. You're always telling some insider stuff to the public that probably don't need to be known. But, I mean, you keep it lit, bro. So I got to just admit. But there's some new evidence that's going to come out that's going to pull everybody to Tory Lanez side. And so not only is Wack 100 saying this, and Wack 100 proves to be quite knowledgeable about these things. Drake unfollowed her. Nicki Minaj unfollowed her. Okay. Sierra unfollowed her. Fortnite removed her song from the game. Okay. And now we're hearing about what's going on. Now, obviously, Tory Lanez and Wack 100 are okay. But there are things that are going to come out that's going to show that she's lying. And what we're finding out is that there is a lack of integrity going on in these streets. Now, let me kind of talk about that. I've been in the business of YouTube for 6 years. Some of you brothers out there, and some of you sisters, you're in a business wherever you go, wherever you live. You may be a vendor, you may be doing real estate or whatever you do. And there are some people, no doubt, who might jump out there and, you know, get more sales than you or get out there and do better than you initially. But see, what is the most important thing here, family? It is integrity. Because, you know, having a good charisma can get you in there, but it won't keep you. And once people start to come out and they look at you as a liar, they look at you as a person who is not trustworthy, they look at you as a cheat, as a person who will do anything to get something or to get further in life. What happens is people start to talk. And this is why when I worked, and even when I worked in the manosphere communities and when I work here in Black YouTube communities, I try to have a decent name or a decent situation for myself. I try to. All right. And then what am I meaning here? What do I mean when I say that here, guys? I want to talk about this because it's very, very important. When people start to compare notes on you as an individual and it comes out that maybe you said this behind some person's back, or maybe you did this, or maybe you did that, that will keep you from things. And then people will start to blackball you based on a lack of integrity. And people always look at a way to use, some people do that. They will use people in order to get there to the top quicker, but you don't stay there long. Look at the businesses that do very well in this country. Microsoft, Apple. Okay. You want to look at some of the more standardized brands here. General Electric. Okay. You want to look at McDonald's. Okay. We talk about those brands because historically, over time, Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, they're good every year, every time. We don't have to worry about them. They're dependable. They've proven themselves over and over by having a good track record. They have good relationships. They do the right things. They pay the right dividends to their investors. But then we have some of these kind of like, Bitcoin kind of people. And I'm not talking shit about Bitcoin or crypto, but people are looking for a quick win, family. They're looking for a quick success. People are looking for a quick come up. The problem is when you have that situation, usually you lose, and typically, you will do stuff just to get over. Now, don't get me wrong, cryptocurrency actually works, but how many people lost money in meme coins? Okay, what you do as an individual stands. Your name and good name is worth more than trying to cheat somebody to the top. I have literally, guys, lost friends who tried to beat me out of $50. Literally trying to get over $50. That was a friendship, and we got to really look at that. Look at Meg Thee Stallion. You went from being the most kind of person that people really was rocking with in the industry to falling out with your own label, falling out with your own best friend, falling out with powerful people in the industry. Then what happens when you get blackballed? Then you start crying, talking about, folks trying to blackball me. What do you think is going to happen when you're always fucking up? Yes, you're going to get blackballed because you're not a good person. All right. There are very few solid individuals, man. I would say like this: if you're in the business world, you're in the industry world, and if you're in the business, especially in the black community, there's so many people who don't do the right thing. And really, we have so much opportunity for people just for doing things the right way. It's going to take you a long ways, family. It just will. It'll take you a long ways. And I just want guys to understand it, want guys to know that. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe at the bell. Check out the first clip at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.